My name is Amira Hayat and I'm a journalism and media student doing my master's. The News for All sessions were like a massive conversation over a few months to understand what could be done for the media to cater towards a much larger audience. I was a co-facilitator, so Rhiannon and I facilitated these sessions. With that role, we followed the design justice principles, which is basically marginalised communities leading a project that's about marginalised communities. And that was really important to be able to connect with the participants and not make it feel like it was an investigation into them.
I avoid news in general. One, because I don't think it's particularly healthy. I'm not represented. I'm not part of the story. I am the story, but not in a positive way, in a negative way. Would you sit through something that is dehumanizing you, not representing you correctly, misrepresenting you? You wouldn't. You would disengage from it, and it's simple.
The News for All sessions were also really, I'd say, quite unique. And that was because obviously with the involvement of the BBC and with everything that's happened and the way a lot of marginalised communities feel towards not just BBC, but a lot of mainstream media outlets, they feel a lot of hostility towards them. And that was expressed many times in pretty much every session. It was like, sorry to say, but this is how I feel, blah, blah, blah. And it was really important that they were able to freely express that and that they were comfortable enough to say that, because it was really important for the BBC to learn its position in our lives.
We came up with the idea of journalists in residence, so the journalists would kind of go to these communities and spend more time to get to know the community, really build relationships so that when they report the stories that they have to report, they're more truthful and they come from a space of honesty instead of just reporting from an outsider's point of view. Another solution that we thought about was kind of verifying with the people that we're talking about before necessarily reporting things that don't represent us well. We also thought about monthly forums. So in our case, this would be a collaboration between the Great Pavilion and, for example, BBC News. We would come together and storytell, share our ideas a couple times a year, just so that there is that connect, so it doesn't feel like such a divide between the news outlets and the communities. You know, we can mix it together, make them connected. I think that would really help with representing these communities.
It was really, really important to have that space to learn that it's not just me who thought that, because I thought that for a long time, but that lots of people in the community are looking for a way to change what's happening. And there's a lot of hope even in this project. Lots of people were like, well, we want to know what happens next. We don't want this project to just end and we don't hear from you guys. We want next steps. So I think it's really important to see that like determination and motivation in the community is great.